Mm-mm.
The draft profiles continue, you know the sound. And this time, Cravante, we go back to Columbus, the national champion,
That's right.
the Ohio State Buckeyes. And they have a pretty good running back duo. Today we're going to start with Treveyon Henderson.
Well, I just want to say this: the Ohio State, the champions, the reigning national champions, are going to put a lot of guys out. Newsflash: are going to put a lot of guys into the draft, um, and they're going pretty high, especially offensive side. But we're talking about one of their running backs, and they actually have two. That's probably like day high end day two guys. But they can be very productive if they go to the right situation.
I got a lot of numbers, Cravante, so everybody stay with me. This brother has a lot of great numbers you want to hear. So Treveyon Henderson, boy, he was I'm still looking at his numbers, pleased that he wasn't talked about more. 5'10 senior, 203, 4'4", 340, Cravante. So he runs with speed. We saw it in the national championship game. He was the #1 running back recruit when he came out as a freshman. Second team All Big Ten, freshman All American. 183 carries, 1,248 yards,
Mm.
6.8 yards per attempt, 15 touchdowns, 27 catches, 312 yards, 11.6 per attempt, 4 touchdowns. So 19 touchdowns as a freshman. As a sophomore, he had 107 carries, 571 yards, 5.3 yards per attempt, 6 touchdowns, but he missed 5 games with a broken foot. Then, junior year, all Big Ten first team, 156 carries, 926 yards, 5.9 yards per attempt, 11 touchdowns, 19 receptions, 229 yards, 12.1, missed 3 games with a rib injury, everybody. So another injury plagued season. This past season, third team All Big Ten, 144 carries, 1,016 yards, 7.1 yards per attempt, 10 touchdowns, 27 catches, 284 yards, 10.5 yards per game, 1 touchdown, Cravante. The brother was electric in the playoffs as well. You saw the big run in the national championship game. He's clutch.
Absolutely. Um, there is your offense changes when you have when you got explosiveness coming from the running back position. It's one thing to have it on the outside. It's one thing to have it at quarterback, but it's a whole nother monster when you have it at at running back. And he, along with Junkins, made Ohio State's offense crazy, absolutely crazy. But one, he's a very, very patient runner with pretty good vision. Um, Eyes and feet seem to match pretty well. We just talked about explosiveness. Very, very explosive, have some breakaway speed, and can have, obviously, as we're seeing through the highlights, a lot of explosive plays. Like this is a backbreaker for a defense. Um, but the now with Treveyon Henderson, the issues will come as injuries. I think injuries is a big deal, especially at the running back position. Also, he's not that big. He's just a little bit over 200 pounds. It's questionable. Questions would arise about him being able to take on a heavy workload at 200. But if you already have an established running back, he would be perfect as the 1-2. But I'm not sure if he's at the point where he can carry the entire offensive, workload.
What does he compare to, and where does he rank in this elite class of running backs? Maybe the best class I can remember in recent memory.
Absolutely. Compares he reminds me of Aaron Jones. He reminds me of Aaron Jones a lot. Just change of direction, speed, um pretty and explosive in his own right. Where he goes, I think he's gonna go in the second round. I get second round vibes from him, and it's because of the position. Um, there may be two running backs that go in the first round this year just because it's so crazy. But depending on how you feel about the running back position and these prospects individually, but I think he's going to go. He can either go to the top of the second round or mid second round, but he's probably number three in he's probably RB3 in this heavily stacked running back class. I think it's probably Genty, um, Hampton, and then it gets to like this is where Junkin and Henderson because I think they compare. I think that they're around the same. Like you probably get them similar grades. Um, between him and his running mate are probably three or 3A, 3, 4, like in that range. So we're talking about some elite level guys at the running back position.
How do you feel about the second round? This is the second round lineup here.
Oh, go anywhere, anywhere. Like he go to top, he go to tip top. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how the what the Browns gonna do, but the Browns may make a move to try to get back into the first round though. But um, the Bears, look at the Bears. Damn, they picking back to back right here. If the Cowboys, if Genty don't fall to the Cowboys, I can see him. I can see Henderson falling to the not even falling because I think this is right around where he would be picked um to the Cowboys right there. So yeah, but it depends on what the Cowboys do in the first round. But I don't think Henderson goes past like the 40s.
Okay. Okay. And your pro comp?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. Okay, it was Aaron Jones. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. Oh man, a lot of well, real quick, not to get into too much of Judkins, seeing as though you do watch Ohio State. What are the two, maybe the little differences between the two? Because we're going to talk about Judkins later. But
Um, I think if I'm not mistaken, is Junkins. I think Junkins may be a little bit quicker. Um, than Henderson. Um, that's a good he had the P side up. Um, I think because I need to if you get the measurables for me real quick.
yeah, I got you.
I think Junkins is a little bit well, Henderson looks bigger. I can't believe he's oh, they got him at 212. What is his weight?
So I got 203. What do they have? 212. So there you go. Yeah,
My
go.
gosh. They know
And
they all lying.
Judkins is real quick. They have him at 6 feet 221.
So he's heavier.
Yes.
So in
With
a change of
the I don't have his 40 time, but 448. And Henderson was 443, so about the same.
So, as far as speed, Henderson has a slight edge. I think there is it's a change of pace thing. Um, if this is ideal for an NFL team to have these two types of running backs and who are both pretty quick on their feet. Junkins is a little bit taller, um, and a little bit taller, a little bit bigger, but I think they run with the same type of intensity, but I think his vision is a little bit better.
And a really good receiver like Aaron Jones, like you mentioned. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And
So
blocker.
he's
Very good blocker. Very good blocker, too.
I think but Junkins, I think and that's another place where Junkins is probably not that he's not the guy you depend on. He's not the guy you want to depend on when it comes to pass blocking. I think Treveyon Henderson does everything well. Like the only thing that he'd probably be a first round pick if it wasn't for the injuries. But Treveyon Henderson does everything well. Um, Junkins does a lot of things well, but pass protection is one thing that he does not. It doesn't jump off the screen to me. But my gosh, it's a hell of a 1-2 punch.
Well, we will keep this 1-2 punch going with more draft profiles. Cavante, what do the people need to do?
You got to like, you got to comment, you got to subscribe, you got to hit the bell for notifications because the profiles is coming out. We churning these things out, and We may see you may see a guy you like. I'm sure you're gonna see a guy you know, but you may see a guy you like. You may see a guy you don't like. So if you comment and tell us, hey, you guys should check this person out, and tell us, and and we'll tell you what me and Byron think.
We'll be back with more draft profiles. The draft a little bit over a week away. Cravante's got the news and notes, and we'll keep bringing it to you here on the Flex Zone, your home for draft coverage.